All right, welcome, ladies and gents, to some 950 ELO action. I, for one, am hoping for craziness. About a month or two ago, Socotra was in the ranked queue, and the low ELO players were just having the time of their lives. And by time of their lives, I mean they're really frustrating games. So Socotra, everything is really close quarters, and you can never access the water, right? So it's a much smaller map, and on Socotra, you get one elephant, you get a group of zebra, and you get berries for food. Of course, you get your goats as well. But at higher elos, and I have no clue why we're currently seeing a straggler tree being trapped from blue. It's like he heard I was casting this and wants to bother me. But anyways, at higher elos, you'll see players just send villagers across the map and steal the elephants and shoot down the enemy rhino. And CC182 says, Hola Toucan. What is happening right now? Now, can someone check the nationality of these players? Because there is a strategy going around right now. I don't know how many Argentinians we have watching. But it's called like Tucanata or something. I'm going to make a video on it. And I believe maybe if Alvaro here in the red, who's playing as the Burgundians, is Argentinian, maybe they know each other and maybe that's a reference there. A really interesting build order for blue. So he wanted to go mill before lumber camp, but he wants to have enough wood for a lumber camp later on. So he just chopped an entire tree. Roy says, I'm here and I'm Argentinian. Okay, gotcha. But we have Alvaro here playing as the Burgundians, where you can research your eco upgrades one age earlier. And then Mongols is one of the better picks. And yeah, this is the spirit of Socotra. If you don't like it, you should ban it, people. Just played in the Socotra tourney earlier today. It was wild. Suggest watching the VOD if you want to see that one. Anyways, so that's 400 food that goes to the Mongol player. And it seems to me like Red doesn't really have a lot of experience with how lamey this can be. Look, I think he remembers there was an elephant here. I don't want super ultra mega salt, but I would love for Red to talk about this right now. Look, he sees the elephant too. He's like, I think he took mine. Now, will Red try and steal this one? He says, Hola Toucan equals hi Toucan, though Toucan is... Okay, gotcha. Yeah, I think maybe they know each other. Or maybe he just says that to everyone because he, wants to say that. Do you guys want to hear the backstory? So I'm not going to spoil what the Tucanata strategy is, but I'm always paying close attention to the Latin American community because they've got a really strong community, and I'm good friends with Nacho or River. If you know him, he's an Argentinian content creator. Anyways, and River was like, have you heard of the Tucanata? I was like, no. He told me the strat, and I said, okay, well, why is it named that? And he told me, he told me because his viewers say he has a big nose and he looks like a toucan. And I was like, that's so mean, bro. But then my community just makes fun of my farms all the time. And, hey, T9, do you remember your first tournament where you made archery ranges on a neutral eye? I guess our communities are similar with the jokes. And I don't even think he really has a big nose, to be honest. But I thought that was kind of comical. Now, both players forgot to make houses at 15 pop. Both players at 950 elo. I think playing this a little differently than they would play a normal map like Arabia, which has led to some of this. Like, that's a lot of TC idle time so far. Now, Red is trying to recover with food eco and is trying to push in the zebra, which is a really good job from Red. Certainly a skill that 900 elo players can do. But what happens is normally you forget to create vills when you're doing this. But that's a good job right there. I kind of feel like blue is auto-scouting right now because of where this scout went and how it's moving, but I could be way off base on that. But blue probably and should have collected more food by now. Let's look. Blue being the Mongols. Yep, so much more food simply due to the start, but hasn't even made a lumber camp or a mill yet. Or sorry, has a mill, but needs a lumber camp or a mining camp to be able to go up. And my, oh my, is this a classic problem with the Mongols where you get all the food and then you're like, well, crap, I don't have my buildings to go up. Look, he's not producing vills, not producing vills, not producing vills, not producing vills. Still can't go up. Still can't go up. And red's in a good spot right now. Now here comes blue. And this definitely feels like he knows. We saw earlier he understands how to play this. Yeah. Now he's going to wall up the stone. There's not a ton of stone on this map. So maybe he wants to wall up the stone and then tower rush. Red can't actually see any of that. They have very similar feudal age times, and red is going to be with 4 more villagers. Or going to have 4 more villagers would be the way to say it. What do you do against this? You fight it. But blue, maybe don't run into the TC. Okay. For those that missed it, I played against a top 40 player, Margu, earlier today. And yes, I'm going to brag. Because we had some epic games. Best of 3. I would suggest watching them. I'm feeling good about them after the fact. But anyways, he fought me, man. Like, in Dark Age, I had 8 villagers and an Eagle Warrior attacking me. I couldn't take my berries comfortably the whole series. It's a strat on this map. And it's not really that fun to play against. But okay, now CC, I mean, what I like about this, guys, is we have 2 very different styles. Red is more like, oh, he took my elephant? Okay, I guess I'm not going to steal his. Okay, I'm just going to stay at home and stay at home. Red's more of a standard player. And blue is more of like a wacky, crazy, all-in, annoying, confusing player. And here he's just waltzing behind this guy's base. Now, he hasn't gone to stone at home. And red has made a militia here to attack the walls, maybe? I don't know. And he's going to wall in the gold. He can't keep getting away with this. I mean, there's more gold to take, but I mean, hey, my suggestion would be maybe go with a stable or an archery range, some feudal age military building right now, if you are red. Red will go for the villager kill, and will get the villager kill, and there's the archery range now, and could get another villager too. So, obviously, this village's going to run home now. Red sees this. Red didn't go to gold, so can't make more militia. And villagers actually beat militia in a 1v1 battle. So red, on a scale of 1 to 10, probably at like a -2 in terms of how fun this game is right now for him. Now blue, I mean, doesn't have food income. So has all the food from before, but doesn't have any berries. Doesn't have a barracks. So can't make an archery range. So like, there's aspects of this, like blue even tried to wall in the range. There's aspects of this where it's certainly not perfect. Look at that. He's making the house next to the berries just to block it off and make it inefficient. See, he knows, guys. He knows. Blue understands. He picked Mongols. He took the elephants. He's made it crazy. Now, red is super tunnel visioned because there's gold right. Was that intentional? Hold on. It looked like a mistake. He deletes his TC. He's now going to go place a mill there. And of course, if you don't have a town center, you can then place one. Oh, God. He doesn't even know. Oh, please make it close to something. Red, you have a scout, my friend. Please make it close to some. No. That's not his base. No, don't. I guess here is fine. Use your scout. Red. Okay, he sees the villagers on gold. He's going to get excited. I think blue's going to. What the crap is happening right now? He doesn't know where blue's TC is. Now he's like, oh, that's where the TC is. Okay, we're going to back away. Red's going to lose his TC to blue's TC. Wow! He places it there. Okay, so he's not going to TC war. He's like, hey, you want to wall in my stuff? You can have that stuff. I'm going to just build a base here now. And now blue's like, you could see the obvious confusion on the villagers. Here, quick rewind. Watch this. You don't think villagers have personalities in this game? But come on. Just look at their faces. They're like, back to work. What? Oh, okay. And they're going to have to figure out a plan. And as always, there's always one guy who doesn't. He's a little slower than the rest. And so 21 villagers versus 24. This is why people like this map. It's ridiculous. It's wild. And blue's like, I guess I'm going to go over here now to take this gold, which I had just towered offensively. But now it also acts as a defensive tower, I suppose. Now, meanwhile, he really wants to wall in Red's archery range. Like, that's his favorite idea in the entire world. So he just walks over the farms. Here he goes. Red's got an archer, though. And Red's just going to take this gold now. And he's going to farm. And he's got safe wood eco. And Blue's villagers now have to run away. This is somehow a close game. Is it worth it to delete your starting TC, spend 275 wood, and then 100 stone to make a new TC and walk all around? Is that worth it? Probably not. I'm going to go with no. But worth it. I'm not factoring in the annoyance and the confusion aspect of worth it. So for that reason, I think it's done something. Okay, Red obviously doesn't know there's a tower here yet. You would expect him to lose this archer. And will lose the archer. And now Blue's scout is scouting. Okay, so let's talk positives for Red. Positives for Red. You've confused the enemy. That's the only positive right now. You defended your gold, and you're taking his gold, I guess. That's a positive. You're making army in feudal. That's another positive. That's actually a really big thing. Positives for Blue is you have the Vill lead, because your TC's been up. Negatives would be you have no archery range. He doesn't even have a barracks. He has no way of pressuring additionally in feudal age. And of course, if archers mass, he might be forced into a lot of defensive towers or something. So this is wild, man. This is why I like Socotra. Now, what's interesting about this map is I feel like people differ in opinions on it. Some people, like Blue, are going to be like, oh my god, I love playing this so much, I'll favorite it all the time. And other people are like, I'm not sure if I really want to play it, but I'll watch it. And Red's on the way to castle with some market abuse. What? Are you kidding me? Oh, also, really good job from Blue here. He's like, I don't want him to take my gold. So he's going to drop a tower. Red could obviously take this gold then. And still does have this gold. Red, for the time being, wants some stone, so he's going to attack the palisade walls. Blue forgot about an archery range. He's focused here. He's like, I'm going to wall this in so he can't rush it. Not a bad play, I guess. And we are going to see a garrison from Blue because he's a beast and he's going to remember that. And Red's like, okay, so we have to leave this now. And, I mean, you could also take this gold, right? I don't know why we're seeing the man-at-arm upgrade. I suppose it's for the one militia that's in here. That is 100 food and 40 gold for one single militia. He wants to really get rid of those palisade walls. And Blue is thinking, Red just deleted his TC again. What's happening? What is happening? The first time I thought it was a mistake initially. Why did he do that? He was on the way to Castle Age. Did he change his hotkeys, guys? Is he relearning his hotkey scheme or something? Now he's got to buy wood. Oh my god, he's got to buy wood. And now he had to buy stone. And now he's going to drop another TC. And he's going to drop it closer to Blue. Yeah, this is a change of scenery. Yes, we haven't been next to these farms the whole time. The funny thing is, Blue still isn't up. Blue's going to try and go scouts, which I think you can question because where can he really hit with scouts? And now Blue's making a tower here because Blue's like, well, this is awkward. We don't like this. And Red is now going to garrison and kill villagers with this. And Blue is like, I thought I was going to be annoying and confusing. But what is this crap? This is not something I've ever seen before. He probably feels like he's being smurfed on right now. Now, naturally, the Vill count's really bad for Red. He was on the way to Castle Age not creating Vills. He's been without a town center a fourth of this game. However, he could still go up to Castle Age, maybe? He's got enough food left on these farms to get there. He's really using the market. He doesn't have Vills on gold for whatever reason anymore. He sent them over to stone. And Blue is just gonna... Okay, Blue's gonna shoot this down. Red's in trouble. Red's not gonna make it to castle. Red. Like, okay, so initially the TC drop is a really funny idea. And I actually commend him for doing that the first time, if that was intentional. The second time, I hope it was a mistake, because I'm not seeing a lot of the logic in it. He's on his way to the Castle Age, and he might lose his TC. And Blue is massing enough scouts now where maybe Blue could take a fight. It all depends on how the spearmen engage, because there are 2 spearmen there. If he makes it to castle, though, there's maybe a slight chance, and I don't think he makes it, guys. I don't think he has the wood. That's why he's sending more vills to wood. I don't think he can afford to repair this forever. But maybe there's a chance that blue never makes it there. Blue's got so many villagers garrisoned. Doesn't have a lot of food eco. Is marketing now to maybe buy food. Looks like went in with 1 scout at least and lost it. The other ones are rather weak. For the sake of this game, though, I really hope red makes it to castle. This is a problem, though. This is a big problem. You gotta... It'd be funny, too, if blue tries to click up. Come on, 76%. Repair that bad boy. He doesn't have any gold to buy wood here. Repair that TC. Come on. Come on, baby. It's actually a pretty similar TC war at the moment. And red actually has more on wood. But blue has more wood banked. Yo! It's working. He's in castle. Don't ask me what he actually gains from Castle Age besides, like, freaking out the enemy. Because he can't afford a single Castle Age thing here. He can't afford a siege workshop. He can't get any knights out. Doesn't have a stable. Blue's still repairing the TC. Blue's getting bloodlines now. Oh, blue's into the wood line. But red thankfully does notice. So red could maybe fight this back and bring army in. He forgot about his spearmen, though. Oh, boy. Okay, the scout's getting value now. Bloodline scout's more HP. Red, of course, has villagers off of wood because of that. And now has forgotten about this because of that. And will now lose the TC. And wait, great job from blue, honestly. Red, you did some really ridiculous things in this game that I really don't think made a lot of sense. But still, great job from blue. Was a little fortunate to get in here. Red's going to plug the gap. And red loses the TC and resigns. I'm kind of hoping there's some conversation in here. Let me just check real quick. Nope. Ah, that's disappointing. I wish we did. But yeah, what a funny game. It didn't, like... The second TC delete just made no sense. If he would have made it to Castle Age with that TC up, he would have had the economy to make a stable, and he would have had the economy to be able to make a few knights. And if he does that, he could really damage blue. He could damage blue on all of his golds. He knows exactly where blue is with everything. Blue would have to do a lot of walling. Blue probably wouldn't have been Castle Age before 30 minutes. But I think red just got so caught up in the craziness of it that he said, nah, I'm going to drop a TC here because TC drop's a thing. But TC drop tends to be a thing with town centers that have more HP. So that would be Persians or Byzantines. There's no TC bonus for Burgundians. And when you are on the way to the next stage, you can't create vills. So you like didn't create vills for 2 minutes, then just canceled castle by deleting it. Then added the TC, and then went castle again. It was just a big waste of time there for red, who I think just maybe learned some lessons on this map and how to play it, because it is really wild. He did adapt well in the Dark Age after losing his elephant, but blue's certainly a player who likes to play this, I think, and is experienced here. What a funny game. Ben says Socotra gives me anxiety. Listen, the best way to avoid anxiety on Socotra is give the other player anxiety. You gotta get in front of it and make sure you're the one giving them anxiety, and then it's somewhat fun. But trust me, if you like to relax, if you like to chill out, there's plenty of opportunity for players to take that away from you on Socotra. So that's why in the ranked pool, there is a favorite and a ban option. So you might just want to ban the map.